Hello, my name is Shazeb, and I'm going to be going over my capstone final project presentation. So let's jump right into it. So welcome to Stripe EasyPay. EasyPay is basically a web interface that allows you to use Stripe's API to quickly generate payment portals that people can access online, and they'll be able to purchase your items that you're putting up for sale. It could be products, it could be services, and you can get their shipping as well. And rest assured that you won't have to be worried about handling credit card transactions online, and your users can be confident that you will not be able to use their credit card or have access to their credit card because you're using Stripe's API, which is a secure way to do financial services online. So some key functionality I want to go ahead and point out is we have a home page, we have a login page, sign up page, and we have an about page with details on the transparency of how the project was developed. So I can sign up if I was to just make a user. And then you have to use a certain type of password criteria. But I want to show that you can also get like pop-ups coming in if you don't do it properly. You can see I registered. Now I didn't enter a Stripe API key, but you can see that I can create items. I can get logged in and all that. But what we're going to do is we're going to log into my main account testing app. You can see I already created a product. So once you create a product, you can either view it or you can go to the checkout, and you can see that we actually have a checkout. If I just go ahead and enter some random information, and I use the test credit card that Stripe provides. And if you go ahead and authorize this payment, you will see that we will land on a receipt page, and this is in test mode, so you don't have to worry about real money being used. This is only for testing, but if you were to use your actual Stripe API key, you would actually be able to make real purchases. So you see we landed on the successful payment page, but from here we also have an account page. If I wanted to change my my username, you can see that it gives you details on what's going on. I can update password, username, email, or my actual Stripe API key once I get it. But I want to point out, if I go to the actual Stripe third-party vendor, if you go check it out, we can see that I did make a successful payment. The payment has occurred, and I get information on the payment. If I forget what it is, I have details on the payment as well. And you also get a shipping address in case you have to actually ship the item to the person. And that is the whole point. And if you want to, you could refund as well. But this is test data. But if you were if you were to turn test data off, you would have live payments. And if I go to the home page, another thing is that if you go to the home page, you can't really view the items right away. But if I was to type in my name, you can see that I could view my catalog items. And this is pretty much how you distribute your catalog items to non-registered users. You just give them your username, which is added to the extension of the actual hosting URL. And then you can see there's no edit or delete button, but people can still go to your checkout page and check out items. So this is just some core functionality I wanted to go over for this application. So my approach to developing this application is listed right here. I followed this agile process flow. I basically created the idea, and then beginning of the week, I would go over the things I wanted to create. I would develop it, I would test it, then I would look back and at the end of the week when I'm turning in my milestone to see what exactly I need to work on for the next week, and eventually deliver the project at the end of the week, and now our final project turned in. One of the most interesting features I want to point out about this app, which was a little difficult, which took a little bit of researching to get done, but it was relatively easy once I got it down, is this upload. Either I could just find images online, and like for example, you see how if I was to reset this form, if I was just to paste a URL, I could get access to the image. But I wanted people to be able to quickly upload their own photo, especially if they're using this on their mobile phone. So if you go to this browse category, you can see that I can quickly upload photos. I just have to select the image and I press upload, and I then have access to this URL, which I can use. And so that one is actually being saved to an Azure Blob storage in the cloud. And this one is the most useful feature, in my opinion, second to being able to create Stripe API payment portals. And I really am happy with this feature, and I'm glad I got it within scope, even though I hadn't included it in the project scope. It's just one of those things where on my sprint retrospective, it just became a priority in the backlog. Overall, I was able to overcome unexpected challenges primarily through, I would say, ChatGPT. It not only helped me develop a lot faster, but solutions I was not able to find on Google, where I would have to search through forums. If I was to put the right prompt into ChatGPT, it would get me very close to the solution I was looking for or the code I was looking to implement, and it really helped speed up my development and overcome many challenges. For example, adding the photo upload feature. And since I'm using Vue.js for the first time, it really helped out in creating this front end that I showed. And I'm already a little proficient in C#, but it again helped me refresh up on how to quickly make HTTP endpoints, like get, post, put, delete, all that. And it also helped with the encryption service using RSA, where I was able to generate public and private keys to save data in a SQL database. And that's pretty much it for this presentation, and I hope you guys enjoyed.